we went to Sonic Boom Records, and it was huge. It was like 2 stories, a ton of records, a lot of jazz, which I liked, but I didn't have enough time to go digging. That was one of the most impressive stores I've been to. It was clean and organized, which I liked. They had something for everybody too, which is really dope. We went there, and then we also went to Play to Record, which is a very OG like record store in Toronto, owned by this guy named Eugene, old school dude. He had these stickers of him like copying like albums. He had this Frank Ocean Blonde sticker that he was selling, and it was funny. So I bought 3 of them because I thought it was really cool. But to like, you know, buy something from the owner like means a lot. My homies knew him, and he's like an OG and like well respected in the community. So to go there and shop was like really dope. So this is my haul from Play to Record. I have my favorite picks at the bottom that I'm excited to show you guys. Starting off, we have Bossy by Khalees. Keep in mind, these are all Canadian prices too. So this was like 3 CAD, which is essentially like less than $2, I think. I love this song. I remember hearing it when I was a kid, and I thought it was really funny. I also have Kelly Rowland and Eve's Like This. This was a sealed copy. I remember there's like a TikTok of like Doja Cat dancing to this song, and it started to become like a small micro trend on TikTok. So like I said, I needed more like upbeat songs, so I wanted to have this guy. We have Top of the World remix by Brandy. Daniel really wanted me to get this, and then I played it, and he was like, oh, this is the remix. I only know the original. And I'm like, man, I spent $5 on this. But it's CAD, so it's okay. We got Foolin' Around by Changing Faces, also 5 CAD. Really love this song. The instrumental is like really cool. You got some remixes by Whitehead and Big City and Smooth. The song alone is really cool, and I think Knowledge sampled the song in one of his beats, so that's kind of how I came across it. This was an exciting pickup. I got O from Sierra, $3. I got one of my favorite Luther records, The Night I Fell in Love. This is a great song, or a great album to play from start to finish. Very slow, somber, late night drive kind of vibe. Other Side of the World is one of my favorite songs, and The Night I Fell in Love, which is the title track. Marcus Miller did his thing on here, so to hear the production from Luther and Marcus is beautiful. Love this album, 25 CAD. Don't know how much that is, but good deal. This was probably one of our most exciting pickups. This is John Legend's #1 single featuring Kanye West, of course. And it was $5. We got it brand new, sealed. And it has like the Good Music logo on it. So this was a really fun pickup. And this was Daniel's favorite pickup because he loves this song. We have Escapes, Do You Want To? I mainly got it for that song, but it's only the Who Can I Run To remix on one of the B-sides, but it has different remixes from like a Quiet Storm remix or like a Smoothed Out remix, Jermaine Dupri. But the Who Can I Run To remix samples Love TKO by Teddy Pendergrass. So it's a pretty sick instrumental. And I played it at Record Room without hearing it like prior, and it was a good hit. So I'm glad I got to grab this one for $5. Following the girl band trend, we have Total's Do You Think About Us and When Boy Meets Girl. When Boy Meets Girl was produced by the Neptunes, and it featured 112 on the hook. No one really said anything about that, but they're on the hook, which is cool. Do You Think About Us was written and produced by Raphael Sadiq. It was dope to have this. Comes with the remixes, the So Def remixes, so this was really cool. And getting to my favorite pickups from the trip, from Play to Record, got Dwele's I Think I Love You. I would never expect to find a Dwele vinyl anywhere, and he's one of my favorite artists. An unsung hero, very underrated. He produces, he writes, does everything. To come across this from his record, I think it came off his debut record, yeah, Subject. This was cool to find. And if only I could find Subject, that'd be really sweet, but very cool to find a Dwele record out in the wild. Donnell Jones in the Hood remix. It has the remix and the Playas version. I love the Playas version. This was a really fun pickup to find. Love the artwork on here. Very cool. I'm a big Donnell Jones fan. His albums are low-key, no skips. Really great catalog from his debut. This was a dope pickup. I found Relax Your Mind by Boyz II Men featuring Faith Evans. I wouldn't expect to find this song. Our homie D-Nix plays the song and really put me onto this. So to find this for $5, the single, I had to have it. I love the beat, comes with acapella and the instrumental, so I couldn't say no. And by far my favorite pickup is this New York Undercover record. And in the TV show, it's like a television show about cops in New York and they're undercover. And towards the end of the night, they cap it off at a bar called Natalie's. And in the show, which was executive produced, the music portion by James Ntumne from the brand Ntumne, if I'm saying that right. At the end of each show, an artist would do a cover of a song or perform their own song. So it was like a platform for showcasing like upcoming talent. It would be cool because these artists would perform and do things that they normally wouldn't do in their career in terms of music. I first came across a clip of like Tevin Campbell and Brandy singing The Closer I Get to You by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. So to hear that and them doing a cover, I was like, I need to have this like on YouTube, but you can't watch it on YouTube. You could watch New York Undercover on Amazon, checking it out, but I had to watch an ad and I would skip towards the end just to see like a list of all the songs that people played. And I wanted to post it on IG, but I didn't get a chance to. I'm surprised this existed and that I came across it in Toronto. It's kind of crazy. So the first song is After the Love Is Gone by 112, and that is an Earth, Wind, and Fire song written by David Foster. So for them to do a cover of this song is like really dope. You have Love Ballad by Casey and JoJo, the LTD song with Jeffrey Osborne. That's a really dope cover. You have Wishing on a Star by Tina Marie. You have Sweet Thing by Shaka Khan, but it's like an updated version of it since it has like a live band. That's the thing too. All these songs have a live band, so it's like a different rendition of the song. But there's other stuff on here too, like A Song for You by Gerald Levert, Don't Ask My Neighbor by Brownstone, Our Love by Mary J. Blige. To come across this, I was really surprised to see it, and it's in really good condition too. And I couldn't really find some solid copies on Discogs, but I'm wondering what other promos exist. The Brandy and Tevin Campbell version. I know SWV did something. I know D'Angelo did something. So it'd be cool to come across that. And that's all my pickups from Play to Record. And then now I have my Sonic Boom records. First single that I came across at Sonic Boom was Got It Twisted by Mobb Deep. And that was the first one that I grabbed, and I was like, yep, I need this. $3. Couldn't say no to this one. I was obsessed with this song at some point, and I kept playing it every day. That's how you know something's wrong. So yeah, Got It Twisted. On the complete opposite spectrum, Take You Out by Luther Vandross. Smooth record, older Luther. It was 2001 or so. This song was really dope. Comes with the acapella and the instrumental. So I love Luther Vandross, so this was a really cool one to have. I got Claro's Charm. Got it for like $30. It's like a lavender record. I love the color. I didn't get to go to her concert, but I was obsessed with this album and when it came out. And, you know, the El Michelle's Affair influence that he did really brought Clara to the next level, in my opinion. Slow Dance, underrated song. All these bangers like Sexy to Someone, Terrapin, Juna. Out of My Love is also a fun song, so I'm really happy to find this under retail. Was barely used anyway, so this was a great pickup. Bring 'Em Out by T.I., $3. Needed a hype track. This is it for me. It's Whitney Houston's Whitney Houston. I wanted to have this one. I'm surprised I didn't own it already, but You Give Good Love, How Will I Know, Saving All My Love for You, Greatest Love of All at once. This is something like to play in the house cleaning up, and it is family friendly. So my mom would vibe with this, but I love this record. I think Greatest Love of All is a very low-key banger. None But Love by Heavy D and the Boys. I didn't want this, but Daniel wanted it because he says he knows the song. And At the end of the day, we need songs to play at slow jams, so this is a cool song. And the cover's pretty dope. We're going to the yacht rock stage of my pickups. This is Stephen Bishop's Red Cab to Manhattan. I only know one song from it because I heard it on a yacht rock playlist. The song is Send a Little Love My Way Like Always. And it's a really dope song. But the problem is his whole album doesn't sound like that. This was kind of like an offshoot. So I was kind of sad to hear it, but I'll probably give this album a go again. And I found this in like these random like sale bins, and it was $3 as well too. I was excited about this one because that one song, I'll play it nonstop, and it's like, it never gets old. Minute by Minute by the Doobie Brothers, yacht rock's finest. You have songs like Minute by Minute, What a Fool Believes. This was a cool record to have. Another one that you can just play throughout and like clean the house, do your errands, do chores. So I'm excited about this guy. I found Miri Ben Ari's album, The Hip Hop Violinist. This was a kind of crazy find, really great condition still, only $3. And it has insane features. If you don't know about her, she got put on primarily Kanye because he featured her on a lot of College Dropout and Late Registration. So a lot of like the older 2003 to 2000, maybe 5 or 6 has that Miri Ben Ari touch. Songs like New Workout Plan, Overnight Celebrity. She helped behind like Late Registration, especially with all the strings. So I'll do a video on that another time. Her influence on hip hop kind of changed everything. And she's like the first hip hop violinist. That's why she called it that. But it has features from Styles P, Fat Man Scoop, Fabulous, Kanye, Music Soul Child, Anthony Hamilton, Consequence, John Legend, and Pitbull. So that's tight. $3. Probably played once its whole lifetime, so. No Jacket Required by Phil Collins. I love Phil Collins. I love this album. I grew up listening to these songs in the car. My dad really loved Phil Collins too. So, you know, songs like Susudio, One More Night, Don't Lose My Number. One More Night is like a dope song to play at night. Gives me like Let's Wait a While by Janet Jackson vibes. So don't sleep on this. Give it a try on a late night drive or a morning drive. We got Timberland's and Magoo's Up Jumps the Boogie. Didn't expect to find this one either. It's got the basement sound on it. It has the remix. I believe Missy Elliott's on here, or she helped produce it. Found Jay-Z's Encore and Dirt Off Your Shoulder. Needed more upbeat stuff. This one's $9. They knew what they was doing, but this was a very clean copy. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have like these songs, but nice to finally have. And the OG Rockefeller like logo is really cool too. I got Maya's It's All About Me with Cisco. This one was $3 too. Yeah, the song is really cool. I love the Cisco feature on it. There's a live performance where he like slides into the stage. The two together are really great, so I needed to have this one. $3, so that was like $175 maybe. Probably our most expensive single was Amerie's One Thing. This was $13 CAD. Very clean copy, produced by Rich Harrison. You can mix it into Crazy in Love by Beyonce and Get Right by Jennifer Lopez. I don't have those songs yet, but if I did, I would transition those into it. But this was a fun thing to have. Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. I feel like this is an essential if you're like a vinyl DJ, so needed to have this guy. On to my favorites. Tainted by Slum Village. This one was produced by Kareem Riggins, and it features Dwele. Instrumental, album, radio version on here. The other side is Set Live. I'm not too familiar with that song. This one was a really cool find. I love the music video. It's very nostalgic to me, so to find this on vinyl, and like the artwork is pretty sick too. We got So Fine by Mint Condition. This is actually the 4 to 9-4 remix. When you go on YouTube and look up the So Fine music video, this is the version they play. And I love the original So Fine, but I never knew that there was a remix until I watched the music video when I was trying to do a post. There's a remix and it's smooth and it's really cool and it slows it down a bit more. So this is a really cool remix to listen to, and everyone's always surprised when I play it just because they've never heard it before, but it's still the song they all know and love. So this one was $9 CAD. This is Mario's Let Me Love You. Comes with the remix. I guess there's a remix with Jadakiss and T.I., but the original's on here. I love this song. It was written by Scott Storch and Neo, produced by Scott Storch. He produced the song, Neo wrote it. The song was supposed to go for Neo, but he ended up giving it to Mario instead. And this became a #1 hit for Mario. I think Just a Friend came out before that song, but I'm sure that was the #1. Yeah, Let Me Love You was a banger that really put Mario up there. Having this on vinyl, this was $6 CAD. And also within this BPM range, I think this is like a 94, 93. We got Slow Down by Bobby Valentino, produced by Tim and Bob, and same BPM. So Slow Down, Tell Me, and Let Me Love You. You could transition all those songs at the same time. I didn't plan to have these around, but wow, funny how things work. But this was also $6 CAD. They put this sticker on here so I don't really get to see what the artwork is, but one of the most beautiful instrumentals of all time, Slow Down. And it has an instrumental on here, like Tim and Bob, they knew what they were doing, so it was really cool to have and find this $4 like USD. This is going to get played nonstop. I just wish I could find another copy because I know I'm gonna wear this out. This was one of my favorite pickups from Sonic Boom. That's all my pickups. I went record shopping in New York with DJ Supply and Moochie. Also Micah and Daniel were there. We went to Captured Records, which is in Greenpoint. They gave me this really sick tote bag. So thank you, Naira, for the bag. This shop specialized in a lot of different music. They had a lot of rare pressings too. What I liked were the prices. We're kind of looking at Toronto prices for like over a week. So that was kind of my baseline. This was like my first time looking for singles and not really knowing pricing, but this was a cool shop to check out in the city. And yeah, I'm going to go through my pickups and my last 3 favorite pickups that I got. So this is my record haul from Captured Records in Greenpoint. First single I got was Next. It has Wifey on it and an instrumental track 2, and this was $5. We have 112's Peaches and Cream. Got the instrumental on this as well too, and it has Dance With Me as the B-side, so love those 2 songs. Color Me Bad's I Wanna Sex You Up, $4, can't say no to that. We have Groove Theory's first album. Maybe it's Groove Theory by Groove Theory. It has Hello It's Me, Todd Rundgren song that Erykah Badu covered, but they have a really beautiful version. Isley Brothers covered that song as well too, which we have in our other record, but this one was a little dinged up. A much older record, but I had to have it. Tell Me is like a really beautiful song. It just needs to be mastered better because it sounds really like lo-fi. It is what it is. We have Separated by Avant featuring Kelly Rowland. This was a Micah pick, but hey, $3, can't be mad at that. We got Save Room by John Legend. Instrumental a cappella version on there. We got this one for $4, so I was pretty hyped to see it. We have Blackstreet's Don't Leave Me, Never Gonna Let You Go on the other side. I like these songs. Great album. We got the Now That's What I Called 90s Pop compilation record for $20. Andrew gave this to us as a joke, but I was like, hey man, kind of got some great songs on here that I don't have. Instead of collecting singles or collecting the albums, I could just get this. That saves me a lot of time and monies. Wanna Be by Spice Girls, Everybody by Backstreet Boys, I Want You Back by NSYNC, Blackstreet's No Diggity, You Make Me Wanna by Usher, You Gotta Be by Des'ree. I won't play that, but it's nice to know that's on here. Tom Cochran's Life is a Highway. I thought Rascal Flatts made that song, but I guess this is the original. It Ain't Over Till It's Over by Lenny Kravitz. I love playing that on here. I Don't Wanna Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Side D is full of bangers, as you can see. More Than Words by Extreme. All for One, I Swear. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. And End of the Road by Boyz II Men. I'm surprised I don't have a Boyz II Men album, but this has everything I want for $20. This was a deal to me. But it just looks funny. Record collection. And to continue the Backstreet Boys, we have As Long As You Love Me, the single. It has a bunch of remixes on here. The original was on here, and that's all I wanted, so that's that. We have Mickey Howard's Come Share My Love. This was a very like late pickup for me towards the tail end of our like digging. The title song, Come Share My Love, is one of my favorites. I was surprised to see it, so it was worth the $3. But I just noticed here that the original person who had this put dots on his favorites, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, it's a great copy for being like a 80s album too. Yeah, 86. So we have TLC's Creep, $5. It has the Untouchables remix and the Smooth mix. And I wasn't sure what that was until we played it. And low-key, I like these remixes better than the original. So this was a fun surprise to have. And then I got the Isley Brothers Greatest Hits Volume 1. That Lady, Groove With You, For the Love of You, Footsteps in the Dark, Between the Sheets, It's Your Thing, Fight the Power, and Live It Up. Couldn't say no to this. It's Love Come Down by Evelyn Champagne King. It's got the instrumental too. Whenever I DJ, I go, this is 114, I believe. I like playing these songs. You know, you got Rock With You, you got Forget Me Nots, you got Love Come Down, Rock Steady, Cuff It by Beyonce. A lot of dope songs that you can mix into this, and this is like my favorite bag to get into. I needed to get this record, and it was only $3. Can't say no. Magic by Robin Thicke. This is a dope album. This Something Else album, the red cover, was really cool too. When I was at Andrew's place looking at his records, the last time we DJ'd at Record Room, I grabbed one of these to play, and I was like, dang, I forgot how much this song like is great, you know? Has an instrumental and acapella on this, and for $3, we got Paradise by LL Cool J featuring Amory, $4. This is another fun song to play. So I needed more of like upbeat songs in my catalog, because as you can see, these are sad, slow songs, but this was a dope addition to have. Babyface's When Can I See You? I thought they would have the original in this one. Micah got it. I know the song, like the original song, it's very sad and slow, but it was cool to see this one here. But it actually has an R&B mix. So the original song is more of like an acoustic, like chill song. One of the saddest songs I know, I guess. It has different mixes, like the Urban Basement mix and the Ocean Drive 7-inch mix. There's a club mix too. I'm never gonna play that, but to hear these other like smooth like R&B mixes that add drums to it, it really brings more life into this song. So this was one of my hidden favorites that I picked up. You got Brandy's Baby. It has I Wanna Be Down as well too, but like the remix. This sleeve is kind of cooked. $4, baby. Brandy. Love the cover. I love these picture kind of covers too. It's very nostalgic. Isley Brothers, Harvest for the World. Had to have this one, $10. Notable songs are At Your Best You Are Love, Aaliyah, Frank Ocean, they covered it. But I love their version as much as I love the other ones, but I think this was like the best version of that song. And Let Me Down Easy right after is a very beautiful sequence. So this is one of those records that you want to just play and let it ride out on side Bs. Now to my favorite pickups. These are the records that I found that I was like, wow, I can't believe I found this, and you know, I'm really excited about these ones. So first one is Monica's Before You Walk Out of My Life remix album. It also has Like This and Like That on the B-side. What I vibe about this is it has the album version. It has Mike Dean's version, which I didn't know existed. And then it has Pete Rock's mix. So I've heard of Pete Rock's version before, but I never heard of Mike Dean's. So to have that on here for $5, and it's a picture cover too, this was a really dope pickup, and I play this every single time I DJ. Blackstreet's Booty Call and I Like the Way You Work. This is a maxi single, and it has 6 different versions of Booty Call. When I was doing research for like the Basement Crew's stuff, so like Timbaland, like Devontae Swing's thing, I came across a YouTube channel that had a bunch of remixes that I've never heard before. One of those remixes was the Before You Walk Out of My Life Pete Rock edition. But another one that I was super duper obsessed with was Blackstreet's Booty Call, but it was the Gotta Get You Home With Me remix. Trackmasters and Blackstreet, Teddy Riley, they produced Gotta Get You Home for Foxy Brown, and they're featured on The Hook, of course. But they actually made their own version of that song too, which samples Eugene Wilde's Gotta Get You Home, overlaid with Booty Call. And Booty Call by itself, I'm not a fan of that song at all. Like, to hear a smoother R&B version of it where it's slowed down, it's amazing. And the Gotta Get You Home, like, song in general is one of my favorites. The way the beat is, the way they like use the sample. So I remember coming across it on YouTube and being obsessed with it. This was one of those records for me. I was obsessed with this song, and to find a maxi single of it for $3, amazing. But the previous person, or the previous store that had it, they had it for $4.44. So that is an angel sign for me. This is Ludacris's Splash Waterfalls. It's the Whatever You Want remix featuring Raphael Sadiq. So Whatever You Want was Tony's song. In the music video, it has the original Splash Waterfalls beat, but then I think at some point in the music video, it switches over to this remix version. And I didn't discover this until maybe like 2 years ago. And I thought it was fun. It was one of those like, hey, there's a remix to this and it's a lot better than the original and it's fire. So I came across this and it was like in a small $5 bin. And it has the radio version and the instrumental. So I thought this was one of my favorite pickups. I keep playing it. I love finding the one on this beat and like scratching it in. So this is one of my favorite pickups. And lastly, Tell Me by Bobby Valentino. Tim and Bob produced this song, $3. And on the other side it has Give Me a Chance by Ludacris, or featuring Ludacris. I can't tell you if I heard that or not, but this is one of those songs where it's a beautiful instrumental. Like, the rent was due when they were making like Tell Me and Slow Down. And that's all I got from Captured Records. Thanks for watching.